Action.
What did we just watch?
Watch The Quick and the Dead, Sean.
The Quick and the Dead, the Sam Raimi cult classic that I had never seen until you just happened to be like, no, Sean, we gotta watch The Quick and the Dead. You gotta watch it. It's really stupid and hokey.
It is really stupid and hokey.
It is pretty stupid and hokey. It's definitely got some Sam Raimi isms to it for sure. Like the way it's kind of directed, like it had those like
all the editing, yeah.
The editing and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is Sam Raimi's take on a western. Movie came out in 1995. Has a pretty big cast. Sharon Stone, like right after Casino, so this is pretty much the downfall of her career. We have Russell Crowe in his first American film that he did.
Gene Hackman, like he's like the main credit.
Gene Hackman is the best thing in this movie. Leo DiCaprio, as I like to call him.
He looks like a little boy in this movie.
Yeah, he was like 20 or 21 when this movie came out.
It's like his first like.
Keith David shows up briefly. Bruce Campbell apparently is in it, but I didn't see him at all, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he's in there, but I couldn't tell which was him. Commissioner Gordon, Pat Hingle was in it as well. I
gotta get out of here. I'm gonna see if it's in here.
Okay.
Keep discussing the film.
But yeah, so The Quick and the Dead. Basically, the plot of this movie, it's kind of weird. It's like a weird movie. So a bunch of people go to this town, and Gene Hackman in essence controls the town. So it's like a Sam Raimi western. Oh, Tobin Bell's in it too. He gets killed pretty easily. Oh, and Lance Henriksen. See, a lot of people just show up and you just kind of forget about him. But yeah, so a bunch of people go to this town. Gene Hackman basically owns it. His son is Leo DiCaprio. Sharon Stone comes in, and he holds this contest, like this gunslinging contest, with just a bunch of people. The prize just gets a bunch of money, and he just keeps changing the rules and stuff. And like every day, like
can't find him.
It basically goes full blown Dragon Ball Z Budokai, like the video game tournament style, and with like the gunmen just shooting at each other, just seeing who's the last one standing.
At first, it's just last man standing, but then it turns into last man alive. So they just changed the rules for it's one reason, because the main villain, played by Gene Hackman, finds out that the town people hired a professional gunslinger to kill him off. So it's Keith David, and the way Gene Hackman murders him, so extreme. And he delivers this huge speech during.
Go ahead, continue.
I'm gonna let you take it from here.
He just delivers this speech, and he's just kind of going crazy right here, like really pissed off. Like Gene Hackman is like, he's having the time of his life, being such an asshole. Like apparently he is in real life. Apparently
you can tell that he enjoyed it in this movie.
He was like, it's like finally I get to act like
he always wanted to play a villain cowboy.
Yeah, like a lot of people just do westerns because it's just like, I mean, why wouldn't you want to do at least one western in your career? Just like, you know what?
Like Will Smith in Wild Wild West.
Yeah, the piece of shit movie, The Wild Wild West. Would I stroll into the Wild Wild West? The Wild Wild West. This one it's a better movie than Wild Wild West. I'll say that. As hokey as Wild Wild West is, yeah, this one is just kind of bizarre in some ways. As soon as like Gene Hackman kills Keith David at some point in the movie, his character is just so forgettable that you can't like really remember his name. That's when the movie starts to get really like hokey, like really Sam Raimi-esque hokey. Because beforehand there were some hokey moments, but that's when it really started to take off just a little bit. It's not like the craziest thing I've seen from Raimi. Like it's not like to like Darkman or Army of Darkness levels of zaniness, but there's definitely some stuff there. Just some of the ways people are killed off. The final showdown between Sharon Stone and Gene Hackman was just ridiculously stupid. Leonardo DiCaprio is just trying to fight for daddy's respect.
What do you think about his performance in the movie? You think he's trying like a little too hard?
He is terrible in this movie.
He's like, you put up our guns, I shoot you, you die. He's trying to be like...
He's trying so hard. He's very inexperienced in this movie. Granted, he'd been acting for like 8 or 9 years.
What did he do before?
He did 95? Critters, What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Or where he's like, he's got like Down syndrome in the movie or something?
Yeah, Down syndrome, autism. I can't remember which one it was. But like, yeah, he was good in that movie. But like...
That was the one that really put him on the map, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And then like a year or two after this, he did Titanic, where he ironically seemed to age like 10 years in like 2. It's probably all the heavy drinking he must have done.
Apparently he gets a lot of women.
Yeah, that's DiCaprio. He just walks into a bar and he just leaves with like 50 different women.
Yeah, he's a real playboy.
Yeah, he's a real playboy, and he definitely is in the movie with how many people he hooks up with. The only other part that was just so ridiculous, we replayed it several times, is where Russell Crowe's getting tortured. You know what? I'm gonna play the sound effect for you.
Soundbite.
Yeah. So let me play the soundbite. Go ahead and talk.
So what happens is the final he breaks this guy's nose. His character is Rutsy. He's kind of like this, you know. He's just kind of the thug that hangs around, and he's kind of like a henchman. So what he does to get back at Russell Crowe's character, Court, for breaking his nose twice, mind you, he actually Rutsy messes up Russell Crowe's Court, messes up his hands, so he couldn't duel properly. And this is what happens during that.
All right.
So that's Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe makes the fucking sound. Let me play it again.
That sounds just like a noise he would make. Oh. That's. Are you just gonna just listen to that forever now?
I will.
If I have everything you got out of this movie, is that your favorite moment?
That's my favorite moment of the movie.
Not Keith David getting his like head blown off, or
not
whatever.
Lance Henriksen just getting shot up or anything.
Not
Commissioner Gordon.
Not
just
Gene Hackman's somersault backflip when Sharon Stone kills him.
That was so ridiculous. Like, she shoots him in the head. He does like a full somersault.
He does a complete backflip. He's like, he gets shot. You see the bullet come out of her gun, and he's like screaming at it. He's like, ah! And then it's like it's.
Yeah, and Russell Crowe in the movie, he's like this dude who just gave up fighting.
Yeah, he's like, he used to be an outlaw, and he's like, I want to be a priest. I feel bad for everything I've done. And like, he's trying to turn to belief, and Sharon Stone's like, I hate all of you. Like, she just hates.
And also going, oh!
Okay, he sounds just like he does in,
Was it Les Miserables? Where he does, oh, I'm Javert. Just to scream,
he sing. He can't sing. Pierce Brosnan can't sing. I don't know who's worse, Pierce Brosnan or Russell Crowe.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I would say Pierce Brosnan's like strangling a cat.
Yes, just absolutely awful. But yeah,
he knows he's bad too. He was on Craig Ferguson. He was like, I'm not really good at singing, but I liked it though. Getting back to
this movie.
Fucking movie.
Yeah, it wasn't like the campiest, most ridiculous thing I ever seen. It's okay. I just saw it. I'm like, I don't really have a need to watch it again. But you know, Gene Hackman's good in it. Everyone else is just kind of just running through the motions. It wasn't a very compelling movie, I'd say. Just kind of just like, you know, they have the contest thing. Like, is this what we're going with for the plot? I'm like, oh, I thought there was going to be more to it, but no, it's just kind of this contest.
It's just a basic concept and revenge story.
Yeah, and
not much going on.
Yeah, it's definitely one of Sam Raimi's weaker films, I'd say. I'd rather watch, you know, Spider-Man 3 over this for sure.
Yeah, me too. Dead Man.
Yeah, watch Darkman.
What's it called? No, not Dead Man. What is it?
Darkman?
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Why did I say Dead Man?
Well, definitely Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness for sure. The original Evil Dead, like, I liked, but it's not.
See, I know Sam Raimi did not have full control. I guess Sharon Stone helped produce it.
Yeah, it felt like a big, like, ego trip type movie for Sharon Stone. Well, you know, she tried to be like Clint Eastwood from, you know,
she was trying to emulate Clint Eastwood.
Like Fistful of Dollars, Clint Eastwood, like Man with No Name.
They were trying to like, yeah, she shoots that one guy in the wiener.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's why I told you we looked about this. We really took a really violent right turn.
Yeah, it's not. It's an R, but it doesn't feel like an R. You know what I mean? It feels like it could be PG-13.
Rated R for retarded.
Outside of a few like bloody moments.
It's from Grand Theft Auto, by the way.
Yeah.
I can get away with that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Rated R for retarded.
Okay, I got you. All right, moving on. Yeah, it didn't feel like a full blown like rated R movie. There's a few, like I said, it's not like overly gory. It just kind of felt like, I don't know, was this rated R? I don't even know if it was R or PG-13.
I mean, they don't say the F word, so it's probably PG-13.
It probably was PG-13. It was it didn't feel like an R if it was one. Like I said, a few bloody moments, didn't really go too far. Let's figure out, what is this rated? it give you a rating? Right there.
Oh, it's rated R?
Rated R. It is a very soft rated R movie. So it honestly...
It's barely an R.
It's barely an R. Like, so I'm like, if you're going to do R, just go all out with it. Make it really gory. Sam Raimi over-the-top gore, like Evil Dead style for this movie could have really helped it.
Yeah, like, and then Russell, remember the part when he takes that guy's rifle and he's like...
Oh, that stupid
rifle. Yeah, the rifle butts him. Like, he like puts the gun to his rib, and the guy's like, "What?" And he grabs like the butt of his rifle. And he's like, and like the sound is like this. Yeah, that like classic, like goofy, like slappy.
I feel like Sam Raimi was just trying to take like he had like maybe not the best script to work with and like the best.
He said that he was like, I really screwed up. He was like, I wanted to do something grounded, but because of his previous work, he's like, I couldn't help but make it like,
funny.
Yeah, super funny.
See, that's why I like Sam Raimi. Like he gets, sometimes the studios and like certain people interfere with his movies to instead of just letting him be the creative genius that he is, and it kind of sucks knowing that like people are just like, all right, we're just gonna limit Sam Raimi creative. Like, no, let this man do what he wants. You get good movies out of it. Look at Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 2, Darkman is a very entertainingly hokey movie. You'll have to watch that one.
I have not seen Darkman.
There's a scene where Liam Neeson, like, is just like, he just kind of snaps at one point. He's like, take the fucking elephant. He's just like, I want the pink elephant for my girlfriend. And then gets all these over-the-top, like, film effects on the screen. I'll show you when this video's done, but...
I know, you showed me that. I do remember that. But, yeah, The Quick and the Dead is, like, if you're up for, like, a really goofy Western, which is a very strange combination. I want to see a Western, but I want it to be... like
kind of dumb
because most westerns are kind of serious. Like
there's not very the most fun western movie I think I've seen is Back to the Future Part 3.
Right. If you want to see something that's like
not as good as that,
fun but not that fun, but it's kind of stupid, watch this movie.
Yeah, I don't really recommend it. It just kind of comes and goes. There's some Sam Raimi elements in there that I liked, but it doesn't feel like.
If you are a fan of Sam Raimi, then give it a go.
It's definitely the weakest of his movies that I've seen, because I saw the Spider-Man trilogy, I saw Oz, The Great and Powerful, I saw Drag Me to Hell, which is a lot of fun, Darkman, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, all that stuff, some of the TV episodes he's directed, but it's the first time I saw this one. I'm sure he's directed other movies that I haven't seen.
But see, I saw this movie when I was like in the 8th grade, so in time, it just got funnier and funnier.
And there are some funny moments, for sure.
So, for me, there's a little bit of nostalgia there. So, like, when I go back and rewatch it, it's like... See, there's certain movies that I've seen as a child that I was like, cool. And then I've grown up, I'm like, wow, this is kind of extreme. But then you've seen some shit that's, like, so fucking ridiculous that it's, like... It's not even... It's not, like... Like, I like my shit grounded, but this is up in the air. But you're, like, in outer space. So I'm like... So it's like, I haven't seen anything yet that's like...
Oh, I've seen some shit.
Like, Cutthroat Island is,
That was one that we both watched for the first time, and that one was hilarious.
That's like one of my favorite crappy movies.
I do love that one for how...
Can we watch it again?
Never again.
We're watching it again.
Alright, I'll play the soundtrack.
Alright.
The soundtrack's good, which Alan Silvestri did the music for this one.
So, if you had to give this a rating, what would you give Quick and the Dead? I give it a rusty... Colt long shot pistol. That's my rating. A rusty old handgun.
I give it an out of 10.
I don't give it anything out of 10. I give it a rusty old pistol that shoots straight.
Okay. Don't know what else we could say about it. We're kind of quiet during this one. We weren't screaming or yelling, but that's just kind of the movie it was. It was just like a, just kind of comes and goes.
It has its moments that you go, what the hell, and then you keep watching.
I will not forget that Russell Crowe sound effect.
I don't think you're ever going to forget this movie.
I'm never going to forget the Russell Crowe sound effect.
It seems like there's always one thing we get out of the movies that I show you, like Raw Deal with, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the Arnold Schwarzenegger where he does the sound effects where he gets captured?
Well, no, remember the one guy with the gun? He's like, eh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He makes all those, like, noises, and I couldn't help laughing about it.
There's always something you get out of the ones we watch.
Yeah, so a lot of interesting movies. Cutthroat Island was the one that you didn't want to watch, but now it's your favorite.
I love it. I was so wrong. I apologize.
I want to see another movie.
I remember sitting there, so I was pouting the whole time. I was like, "Oh, we watch something at least halfway funny." You're like, "No, we need to watch Cutthroat," and I was like, "Sean, I really don't want to." And you're like, "It's supposed to be like one of the biggest disasters," and I was like, "No," and you're like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Fine," and then we watched it,
and
boy, was I wrong. One of the greatest movies.
One of the greatest bad movies. I must visit that
I don't
shop
understand.
again.
Why do I love like shitty movies that are good? Like, but they're not good. I don't get this like craving for it. It's like we've been given all this good stuff,
but we need shitty stuff too. Like this is the way I feel.
We've been given stuff that looks good but isn't great, like Iron Man 3. But then we get something that's like they tried so hard,
but failed
so hard that it's just a pile of crap. But there's so much gold.
That's my favorite type of bad movie. You can't try to make a bad movie because then it just fails. And
it's almost like they're trying so hard to make something good,
and then
that they really screwed up.
That's what makes the best kind of bad movie. It's something when they tried, but to make something good, but they failed miserably, and it just turned into
something else.
Crap. That's my favorite type of bad movie. That's what I appreciate the most. I love seeing movies like that. I feel like we need more of those. I need something I can go sit back and laugh at again.
Like King Arthur.
Like that one we saw. I did not expect it to be that dumb.
We gotta watch that again.
No, I can't watch King Arthur again. That was just so bad.
Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got on Quick and the Dead. So, thanks y'all for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm sure people who are watching this are only the ones subscribed.
See you later, fuckers.
Alright, well, see you later.